Good afternoon, boys and girls. I am down in the basement this evening with the heating unit, so if it does kick on, you may have some interference with the sound from this phone. But I have a question for you guys tonight. Which of these items here in the state of New Jersey is considered a weapon? Catapult or slingshot? Walking stick? By the way, I made this and they are for sale. Or Glock 22? That's chambered in 357 SIG and it is all clear. You've got 10 seconds to figure out what's a weapon in the state of New Jersey. And I think the outcome of what I'm going to tell you is going to surprise you. Guessed it yet? Well, all of these are considered weapons in the state of New Jersey. In particular, this one is going to be dependent on how I wield it. It is a walking stick, but I could certainly turn around and use the point on the end of the stag antler to hurt somebody with. So depending on how I wield it, yes, it is considered a weapon in the state of New Jersey. Also, this may come as a shock, but a slingshot catapult is considered a weapon in the state of New Jersey. And its possession is a crime of the 4th degree. So that means Bart Simpson and Dennis the Menace, if you're watching, if you're in the state of New Jersey, you are actually now felons by this very ownership. Obviously, if you own a Glock, you've been through the firearms purchaser's ID card debacle and got your licensing and permits and your waiting period and blah, 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 blah. So that's taken care of. But if you own one of these, you can end up, if you break the law as a felon, 18 months in state prison for ownership. For instance, this one actually came from England. I've had it years. But if I was to try and replace the elastic, and this is kind of getting sticky and old, I won't be able to get it delivered. And if I try and buy BBs for it, I also won't be able to get it delivered. A lot of these companies no longer ship to the good old state of New Jersey. You're probably asking what I use this for. And I actually use this for planting acorns. I grow a lot of trees on my property, and I plant a lot of trees in the state forest, particularly in areas that have had fire damage and been destroyed by off-road illegal road users. So what I do is, if I'm walking the dog, I'm usually off camera. I usually have a pocket full of acorns, and I'll fire those acorns over into those open exposed areas for distribution. And this works great for little acorns, especially from my swamp white oaks and my pine oaks, or my pin oaks, sorry. Works fantastically well for that. Obviously, bigger acorns and bigger seeds like hickories, I'll obviously be hand planting those. So yeah, also just remember too, you are limited to your 10-round magazine in the state of New Jersey. If you own a 10-round magazine or greater, I should say, than a 10-round magazine, you are considered a felon. And there's no such thing as grandfathering in the state of New Jersey. So if you own a magazine, you've had it for, I don't know, 30 years, and the law then changed, it doesn't matter. The good old state of New Jersey considers you a felon. So you're either going to have to do a couple of things here, have it converted to a 10-round magazine, chop it up, or hand it to the state police, or bury it in your backyard. It's entirely up to you. If you want supplies for this, again, you're going to have to get creative. You're going to have to either buy TheraBands or, I don't know, cut up your girlfriend's knickers and get the elastic out of them, you know. So that might be another way you can get elastic for your catapult. And then obviously this is a walking stick. Now, we will be selling these. These are fantastic. This is hazelnut shaft, stag antler handle. We've actually scalloped this out for a thumb. We wrap a bit of paracord around there for grippage. These are pinned and bonded. And we use about 4 to 5 layers, depending on the finish that folks want, of plant-based varnishes. Obviously, the bottom end of this that I'm not sliding up is a copper ferrule, which works really well in our sandy conditions. So these will be up for sale very soon, and you'll have these for 30, 40, 50 years. They really never wear out, and they're great hiking companions, certainly in the forests of the state of New Jersey and anywhere else you'd like to use them. They're a lot stronger than carbon hiking sticks. Obviously, you know, they are for another purpose rather than just kind of recreational hiking. So, yeah, that's my law rant about weapons today in the state of New Jersey, but just be very careful. You hear a lot of these commentators all over the place saying it's a free-for-all in the US when it comes to gun laws. Well, there are federal gun laws and there are state gun laws, and often the states' gun laws are far more complicated and convoluted than federal regulations and taken to a whole nother level. So there might be state regulations, but then just like the state of New Jersey, they add their own layer of regulation to it, which can trip a lot of people up. And I wouldn't want to see you go to jail over the fact you've got a Bart Simpson device in your back pocket. So that's my rant for now, folks. Over and out for now.